Hey guys, what's going on? Professor here, and welcome back to another Saturday review. Today we're going to be checking out a LEGO Star Wars set. This is set number 7144, the original Boba Fett Slave 1 that came out in the year 2000, retailed for $20, came with 165 pieces and 2 minifigures. And as always, if you do like this video, don't forget to go down there, hit that like button. And if you want to support the channel, please consider hitting subscribe. But without any further ado, let's jump straight into it. This is a quick look at the model. I did pick this up off of eBay about a month and a half ago for $40. And that includes shipping, so I got 100% complete with the instructions, $40. I unfortunately do not have the box, however, as this was a used set. But yeah, with that all the way, let's check out those minifigures. Starting off with the first minifigure here, even though I know a lot of people may not consider this to be a minifigure, this is technically considered a minifigure in this set. This is the super old Han Solo and Carbonite piece, which is literally just this black Lego piece that has some printing on it, and then it also comes with this little piece on top. It's super difficult to see, and if I put it at, I think, that angle, there you go, you can much clearly see, or you can see much clearer the Han Solo printing on there, but unlike a lot of the newer Slave ones, this does not come with that updated Han Solo and Carbonite piece, as well as Han Solo. Han Solo is not included in this set, it is just this Carbonite piece, which for the time had a very nice printing on it, but obviously very much outdated now. And then the main minifigure included in this is the Boba Fett. Now before I really go farther, you'll see a giant black splotch on this. The eBay listing said that it was factory misprinted with that on there. Obviously I'll never know, it could just be marker or something. But either way, this is the minifigure that I got in the listing. I also do have one of the exact same, so you can see what it would look like without that. All you really can't see is this kind of nice dark red line going right across the helmet, as well as those two arrows. But otherwise, the Boba Fett minifigure here comes with a bullhorn, or the old bullhorn piece that LEGO used as a blaster for the longest time. Obviously, no arm printing. No leg printing. The chest printing is very minimal, but for the time it's very nice. They got a little quite detailed considering how little they had to work with there. You saw the helmet detailing over here on the side. There's a silver strip as well as some yellow lines. And then over here is another, or excuse me, more detailing there on this helmet piece, which actually continues and connects into the jetpack piece. Unlike today where we have a separate helmet piece and a jetpack piece, this was all just one piece. You can take it off all at the same time, and then you put it on together all at the same time. The Boba Fett comes with a black head and no back printing there. So pretty simple minifigures included in this set. Obviously, only the second year of LEGO Star Wars being the year 2000. So you just get this Boba Fett minifigure and then a very simple Han Solo and Carbonite. But considering how old this set is, this is honestly probably the best part of this set, as the Slave one looks very rough, as I will show you guys. So, as I've been talking about, and as most of you can probably see right here, the design on this is very rough, not to mention the fact that, as I said earlier, this did only retail for $20 and come with 165 pieces, so at the time it was a very small set. You compare that to today when the most recent Slave 1 playset is $120, comes out with over 1,000 pieces. So LEGO has come a very long way, not only with the overall just design aspect, but the size that they've been making these in. So not only did the size come into play when you're talking about the design, because it is a little weird in this smaller size, but they obviously did have more limited pieces back then. This is almost, or it is 20 years now that they had. So over 20 years, they've introduced so many more pieces that have helped aid in the creation of better looking, not just LEGO Star Wars sets, but LEGO sets in general. But yeah, going back to this model here, the first thing that kind of I noticed is just the weird coloring. You can see at different points you just kind of have some like green thrown in with gray, and there's brown, and then there's just kind of like a green brick right here. For whatever reason, they used blue clips to hold on the twin blaster cannons in the front, which very simple on this first set, not a lot of detail went into that. That's probably one of the worst parts about this set, if I'm being honest, is that fact. One thing that I do like that they included is that even in this first slave one, they got the wing part right with the fact that how it can change based on the orientation of the ship. So that was very nice. They were able to at least include that in this first ever model. And then the cockpit can open up in two. You can actually just open up this part right here, or you can open up the entire thing like that. It does move in two parts, which I think was a little interesting for the first set. The interior is also a little weird. You have some red brick in there, you got some blue, there's some more brown, beige. They used a lot of weirdly colored bricks all over this thing to just kind of mash it together. But you can also see that the seating does not move on the inside. Oh, sorry, you can't see that, never mind. The seating does not move on the inside like today's. So as you can see, the wings are moving, but nothing on the inside is moving. So while they did get the wing orientation correct, you could only technically have the rider, in this case most likely Boba Fett, oriented in the correct direction when it's just like this. But yeah, other than the design and the awkward coloring, as I mentioned, the only other real feature is there was a way to put your Han Solo in carbonite into the slave one. You have this little panel, or this little brick right here that moves up and down. So you move that down, you kind of slide him right into there, push him as far as you can in, and then you can move that up and it locks into place. It's not gonna like fall out or anything. So just like the wings, I do like that they included that in this first ever slave one, just a way to kind of be able to store the Han Solo in carbonite. But otherwise, yeah, that's pretty much it. Not a ton going on with this one. A very simple, small slave one. The first one ever released, as I've said multiple times. And they've luckily only improved it since. I even think the next slave one that they released in 2002, that being the Jango Fett slave one, I think is a huge improvement over this one. And ever since, they have made it better and better. But guys, that's going to be it for this review. If you did enjoy, like I said, don't forget to go down there, hit that like button. If you want to support the channel, please consider subscribing. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!